Welcome. I am your professional broadcaster, and I would like to discuss the implications of the Russia collusion hoax, the fake, phony scandal concocted, apparently, by Hillary Clinton herself. Welcome in. That's much better. Now, see, that's the kind of open, that's what a professional sounds like. Look, I'm a professional. I've been doing this for a long time. I shouldn't have to have my own guy dump my own words because I got dangerously close to a dirty word. Oh boy. Okay, here's Caroline Leavitt. Let's do that. Let me turn it over to her because she announced yesterday that the newly released the classified materials that have been released paint a very, very, very nefarious picture from people like Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and even Joe Biden.
This should be a story every outlet in this room should be covering. This is further evidence that Hillary Clinton approved the Russia hoax against President Trump. Her campaign financed it. Again, she approved it. And the FBI and the CIA were both weaponized to, as our director of CIA has said, accelerate this hoax against then candidate and former President Trump. To answer the heart of your question, the president wants to see justice served, and he trusts the Attorney General and the Department of Justice to implement that justice and hold these people accountable.
This is really bad. I mean, this is terrible stuff. One memo was released yesterday that said, quote, this is from somebody named Leonard Bernardo. It was sent July 27th, 2016. Okay, got the timing? Hi, Hillary, and they used her initials, HRC, approved Julia's idea about Trump and Russian hackers hampering U.S. elections. That should distract people from her own missing email, especially if the affair goes to the Olympic level. The point is making the Russian play a U.S. domestic issue. As of July 27th, 2016, they all knew this was a hoax. This was concocted. It was a complete illusion. It was a lie. And it was used to deceive the American people. And there has to be a reckoning. There has to be an accountability. So my question to you is an easy one, and we can start this hour in an easy way. And I want you to flood the zone with your phone calls at 800-655-MIKE here in the Relief Factor Studios on this Friday, the first day of August, 2025. Hard to believe it's August already, isn't it? Golly. August the 1st, 2025. Simple question. We know there should be accountability by Hillary. We know there should be accountability from Obama. We know there should be accountability from people like Brennan and Comey and Clapper and all the people in the intelligence community who shouldn't have done this. We know it is likely rising to the level of treasonous behavior. Here's my question. We know there should be accountability. Do you think there will be? I'll get the ball rolling. I have a hunch that this is different, that there will be accountability. I have a hunch that Donald Trump is a different animal from every other president before him. I have a hunch that Kash Patel has a lot on the line. I have a hunch that Pam Bondi is tired of being accused of being ineffective. I have a hunch that Tulsi Gabbard wants to step up. I have a feeling there's going to be actual accountability. 800-655-MIKE, what about you? I think there's going to be a reckoning. I think the storm is coming. I want to see if you do too. Join me, 800-655-MIKE, 800-655-6453. I hope you join us here on the Mike Gallagher Show.
Mike Gallagher.
Okay, let's dive in here. I've got a simple question. You're hearing about the burn bags. You're hearing about Hillary's, the memos, the declassified material showing that the Democrats knew exactly what they were doing. It was a lie. It was a hoax. it was likely treason. Will there be accountability under the Trump watch, the Trump administration? We'll start with Delaware, home of Joe Biden. Trish is standing by. Hey, Trish, happy Friday.
Hey, Mike. I want to agree with you. I believe that the Trump administration this time is going to go guns out.
Yep.
And I believe this is true because the first presidency under Trump was very gracious towards Hillary Clinton. And I think everything changed with the lawfare that Biden brought against Trump. And when Trump addressed Biden and gave him respect, not for himself, but for the office of the presidency, and Biden continued to come after Trump, then Trump opened his eyes and said, I no longer respect you,
Right.
and I'm not going to respect the office because you don't respect the office.
Right.
And something changed from that moment on with Trump. I believe in that moment he said, it doesn't matter anymore.
That's right.
You people are going to be challenged and charged by your behavior.
Exactly. It's like no more Mr. Nice Guy. He's had it because and Trish, he has said that a few times where he pointed out, look, I could have gone after Hillary. And he goes, I didn't want to do that. I thought it was kind of, I'm paraphrasing here, but it's unseemly to go after, somebody of her stature, to go after the wife of a president and everything else. I think this time he's done. He's had it. And I just believe that things are different this time. So I'm glad we're on the same page, Trish. Let's see what others have to say. Glad you joined us. Jerry is in Anaheim, California. Hey, Jerry, welcome aboard. How's it going today?
Morning, Mike.
Hi.
We need to, these people need to pay consequences. That's the problem. They don't pay consequences.
I know.
So they keep doing it over and over, lie, cheat, and steal from Americans.
I know.
We have a president of the United States that is an American, and he's here to help our country. He's not a leftist, and there's no leftist. The leftists support communists. That makes them communists. I was told in third grade that they will destroy our country from within, and that's what they've been doing, and now it's going to stop.
Okay, so do you agree then? It sounds to me like you're agreeing with Trish right before you and with what I'm saying, that it's going to stop this time under Trump's watch. He's going to go after them. Do you agree with that?
Yes, he has changed since his last term.
Yeah.
He's done with it, and he's not going to put up with it anymore. He's for America.
All right, thanks, Jerry. Appreciate it. One open line, 800-655-MIKE. I do think there's going to be something different this time around. It's way different. John Solomon posted something, from Just the News, and a great investigative journalist, and he pointed out, look, this is not just Hillary. Barack Obama arguably is the architect of this. Check out what John Solomon said about how much trouble Barack Obama is going to be in if Pam Bondi goes after these people.
Barack Obama can now be summoned before a grand jury. He cannot take the Fifth Amendment because he has immunity from prosecution. He'll have to tell the truth. If he lies as a private citizen about what he did as president, he'll no longer have that immunity. And that is a trap that Obama is potentially facing. And I want to say the irony to that, because on January 5th, 2017, he presided over a meeting in the White House where the FBI had just cleared Mike Flynn of any wrongdoing, and they schemed in that meeting how they might be able to jam up Mike Flynn. And they came up with the idea, we'll lure him into an interview, catch him into a lie, and then prosecute him that way. Barack Obama now is about to face a potential similar situation as the one he created unfairly for Mike Flynn.
Good. What they did to Mike Flynn, what they did to that man, because they concocted a scheme to destroy his life. Sorry, turnabout is fair play now. You want to play that game? Play it. Don's in New York. Don, that was what you were going to say, right, about Obama he can be prosecuted. He doesn't enjoy presidential immunity in the scenario that John Solomon laid out, right?
Are you talking to me, Don?
This is not going to go well. Yep. This is me, Don.
Okay, this is Don from Willett.
Hey, Don from Willett. How you doing?
I'm doing great. And you, Mike? You're doing great. I know you are.
Oh, God bless you, Don. I appreciate that. Well, I was mentioning that I saw on the screen that you were saying that Obama can be prosecuted.
I believe he can. Now, clearly, if he picked up a gun and shot somebody right in full view of everybody, don't tell me he has immunity from doing that, any more than as if way beyond the scope of his duties as a president, he goes into this get Trump business, spreading all kinds of lies. I think he can be prosecuted, and I want to see it.
All right, Don. Good to hear from you again, sir. Thank you very much. 27. Look, as somebody just texted from Pennsylvania, they have been exposed, and they have been exposed. But Pennsylvania goes on to say that's all that will happen. They will be charged, but they'll find judges that will refuse to sentence them. Look, if we got to that point, I'd take that as a win. I don't know what's going to happen. I get the cynicism. I just believe for some reason, sometimes in my heart, somehow it's different this time. Let's see if you agree. Call or text 800-655-MIKE.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.